Thank you. We have to increase the level of happiness. One question I'm going to ask all of you. What's the most important topic in any class? This week and next week, hopefully in 2 weeks, we're going to try to answer the most important questions in our life. One question with 2 classes to give us detailed answer in the most important class that you will ever attend in your life. I gave many classes in my life. Being a rabbi for 29 years of speaking. And you know what? When Shlomo asked me, what's going to be the topic tonight? I gave him ideas and I didn't know how important it was. How can you ask and get answer for the question that you ask? Meaning, you're going to open business. How do you know that the business that you open is the right one or not? Maybe you're doing mistakes. Maybe the location, maybe the business, maybe you invest money in a stock that is wrong. How do you know that when you're getting married and you're making the final decision that this person is right or not? You know how scary is that? When you're going to get to this moment that you're going to make finalized answer, you're going to see that you're shivering, you're shaky, you don't sleep at night. Why? You're always asking, to be or not to be? Rabbi, can you give me clear answer? How to get answer from God for doubt that I have in life? Our sage said, if we're talking about Simcha, Dr. Albert, you said, happy, happy. You know what the sage said? En Simcha ke'atarat sfekot. You want to be happy? When a person have no doubt in life, no doubt, he's a happy man. As long that you have a doubt, ladies, who is the man that doing the most accident in a car? You know who is it? The one that driving with the doubt. You see why men driving better for ladies? Ask me why. Not because a woman always looking in the mirror, especially when a woman is doing like this. A minute that you put mirror in front of a woman, she forget about the car. She's looking at the makeup. This one, she have to fix the balagan, the extension, building the apartment. She has to, you know, a man at least is focused. A woman never focused. You put mirror, it's always, how did I look, How many times you look like this? You saw yourself already. You prepare, but this is a woman. Not because of that. Because when a man driving, he is a confident driver. He is pushing the gas, green light, red light, he's doing it. He doesn't have any doubt, especially when you're driving like Daniel, Tesla, sport car. But then you push, and you push. You're flying. How did they say about Israelis? We're not driving fast, we're flying slowly. When you're flying slowly, when you're driving with confidence, even if you make mistakes, you have nothing to do. A woman is always in the doubt. I'm going to make the light, I'm not going to make it. So what she's doing, she's pushing gas and brakes. That's it. In life, you cannot push brakes and gas at the same time. Today, I'm going to give you a secret. How can you push the gas? How can you be clarified? What is your answer? To get married with this man or not to get married? To get married with this woman or not? To open the business or not? To invest money or not? Rabbi, to go to work in this business or not? How many questions each one of us have? You wish that you had clear answer for these questions. Wow. I believe, Dr. Daniel, this is the most important topic. From any topic that I spoke here for already 8 years, Monday night, all the topic, all of them, and some of them, they are incredible and important topic, but this one is above all. How to get direct answer from God. That's what I'm doing, or what I will do is the right thing to do. We will never know, especially about marriage. Why we will never know? I said many times, I don't like to repeat myself so much, but sometimes you have to. I'm going to make it short. Because before wedding, it's all games. They are fake. You're fake, he's fake. Many things we don't reveal in a date. In a date, you see the beauty part. Do you know how I know that? Do you know what's the difference between Sephardim and Ashkenazim? A major difference and a beautiful one. Sephardim, when they get married, and Ashkenazim, when they get married, both of them have veil. Veil meaning a cover in front of the wife, right? When a woman, a bride, getting married, she have a beautiful dress, and above the dress she have also a cover. Why did she have a cover? Why did she have a cover? Rachel Imenu, beautiful. You remember Rachel? Now the only difference is that Sfaradim, the cover, is not really cover. You can see through. Sfaradim do not trust nobody. They want to see. They want to see. Ashkenazim, they have a moment that the Khatan is going in, and he revealed Hasidim as well. And then she covered again, and the whole chuppah, she is covered with pitch black. You cannot see nothing. She cannot see, and I will tell you a secret. If you switch my wife, when I got married with my wife, I will never know it. No, I'm not laughing. If you switch my wife, I will never know. I never saw the one that I'm saying, Arayat Mekudeshet. You cannot see. Okay, I saw in the other room, but she's walking. Now, many women is skinny, many women is the same height. You don't see the face. And the question is why? It's not enough that Yaakov Avinu got married and made the mistakes. They said in English, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Yaakov Avinu already made once mistakes. Okay, we study from the mistakes. Why that Hasidim and Ashkenazim, according to the Kabbalah, getting married when nobody see the... It was a woman, one of my students, she said, Rabbi, I want to get married in a wedding like a Lubavitcher. I said, are you sure that you want? I mean, you're not a Lubavitcher? She said, no. I'm so close to Chabad. She flew me in all the way to Miami to make the weddings. And Abraham, I made the weddings. And she asked to be like Chabad. I did it like Chabad. After the wedding, she was crying. I didn't see nothing. The Khatan didn't see me. She was not there. The whole wedding, she was not there. You cannot see. And the question is why? Why are we getting like this married? What's the answer? Shlomo? No, Yitzchak, right? No, not Yitzchak. Then you can, you're right. Yitzchak. Why are we getting married? And the answer is, a man is telling a wife, this is the, it was not a mistake between Yaakov and Rachel. A man is telling his wife, I'm getting married not only from what I see, I'm getting married what I didn't see. Whatever I'm going to see after I'm going to get married. The voice that I never knew that you have. You know this voice that you're screaming? And before wedding you never raise your voice? Hello, how are we doing today? What a romantic voice. Suddenly, a minute, day after marriage, the romantic voice left. What a shouting, what a screaming. That attitude, that jealousy, that the person never sees. Every time you see your friends before weddings, wow, she's so nice, she's so beautiful. When exactly you give a compliment to somebody else except yourself? Suddenly before weddings, you were so polite. You never saw the fact, ladies, that you eat like it's no tomorrow, because usually when we're going out on a date, women never eat. What do you want? Caesar salad. After weddings, kebab, shawarma, rosh she's eating. Daniel, prepare the cash, kapara, prepare the... Shlomo, prepare the money, kapara. Don't worry. When a man is telling his wife, Arayat Mekudeshet, he said, Arayat Mekudeshet, not only to what I know until now, to the hidden part of you. The part that I didn't see. I love this part as well. And I accept in this moment that part. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, there's also a lot of side that you're going to see in the men's that you never saw before weddings. The stinginess. Before weddings, a man is always large. And by nature is the cheapest person alive. You're not going to see the anger management that you have. Because somebody will cut the car next to him. And suddenly next to you, hello, perhaps. Next time, when you do it, can you do it? Which perhaps? If you're not in the car, he will bless him and his grandparents, and the grandparents, until Abraham Avinu. 5 minutes of blessing in any language, meaning Russian, Bulgarian, American, Yiddish, Any blessing you want, Baruch Hashem, on the books. He will get upset and mad. He will fight for nonsense. But next to you, what a relax, what a gentleman, what a gentleman. Opening door, closing door. It's only before weddings. Don't get used to this moment of having flowers every week, opening doors. It's good before, enjoy the moment, because after that, you're going to call them, my husband, you forgot me behind. Not only doesn't open the door, you even forgot that you need to come. You know, this is reality. When we getting married, we're not only getting married with the revealed side, we're getting married, Daniel, with the inside. With the side, what a beautiful, David, what a beautiful explanation. The side that we never saw before. Unreal. This is marriage. But still, you're going to be nervous. Rabbi, how do I know that I'm doing the right decision? So today, with Hashem help, I'm going to give you 2 or 3 advice to get answer from God. To get clear answer for question that you have. And everything that I'm telling you is from our sages, our rabbis. The first one is what the Gemara, what Pirkei Avot, the attic of our father, repeat this advice twice. The Lubavitcher Rebbe, when he proposed this offer to the world, he said, please do it, is a personal request. The Rebbe never would use the word bakasha ishit, a personal request, so often. This is one of the times that the Rebbe repeat, and it was a huge campaign all over Chabad. The Gemara said, the Pirkei Avot said twice. When the Rabbi repeat message twice, meaning is important enough. The first advice of tonight, to know that any decision you do is divine or not divine. How do you know that? How do you know that the business that you open, the money you invest, the job that you're choosing, or the career that you're choosing, to go into university, to be pharmacist or dentist? How do you know that this is what fit for you? And the answer is, Aseh lecha rav, v'istadek min hasafek. Aseh lecha rav, ve'al tarbe la'aser umadot. Ladies, tonight each one of us have to accept. Doesn't have to do it tonight. But tonight each one of us have to accept and potential that in the next week or so, we have to do a decision to find the rabbis. I will tell you a secret, ladies, if you want to know if your husband is normal or not. There is no closet. You know, every person has closet that come in. Some of them after 40 years, 50 years. And my home is no closet. I told my wife, you get to see and you see what you get. Israelis, we don't have any closet. When we get married, we open all the closet. That's it. I'm out. This is who I am. Who I am. Come on. You know, we're the real deal. It's not like American, politically correct, perhaps. Everything is covered. Everything is games. You know, only in America, they can fire you, and in the day that they fire you, the boss see you in the morning and tell you, you're so crucial and important in this business. Our company is so lucky to have you. You're at home, and you open there, you got mail. Or in our generation, you got TikTok. And in the TikTok, your boss tell you, you're fired. And in the morning, he told you, you're so crucial and essential to the business. Why? Without you, you are a pillar in this business. The land of politically correct. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you something. Make yourself a rabbi. Ask the first questions, not the first. Get to know the guys in the first date. And before you're ending, who is your rabbi? If the guy says, I have no rabbis, Houston, we have a problem. Meaning he's not willing to listen to no one. And he doesn't have no one to correct him or to fix him. A person that have no rabbis, included the rabbi himself, we have a problem. I always have rabbis to any decision that I make. I'm not asking you something that I'm not. I have a rabbi for halacha and a rabbi for ashkafa. Ashkafa meaning way of life. Halacha meaning what to do, what not to do, halacha-wise. It's important to have a rabbi. Why? Sometimes you feel like you're locked down. Why that I need to ask the rabbi? What, the rabbi know better from me? I don't. That the rabbi spend time with the date. I didn't spend time. So why the rabbi decides for me if the guy is good or not? Sometimes you feel choked when you choose somebody. Somebody else is going to make enough. I'm not a child anymore. My parents will not tell me how to do. Obvious, the rabbi. You know the story. One time there was a woman. She was fighting with the husband so badly. So you know what? She came into the husband. She was so upset. When you're upset, what did they do? They slammed the door. I love it. She came in. She slammed the door. She said, "I'm leaving." She's going in. She saw Uber. She went into the Uber. The driver said, "So, ma'am, where are you going?" She looked at him. She said, "Chutzpan. What the audacity. What the chutzpan. Why am chutzpan?" She said, "Even to my husband, I didn't say where you're going. You want me to tell you? So what do you want me to sit in the car?" You see, how many times in life we have to understand that we don't want to give din v'cheshbon. We don't want to be account to nothing. Why rabbis? Why rabbis is so important? Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you. What's the power of rabbis? How do you choose who is your rabbis? And why we have to have a rabbi? First of all, we need to have rabbis for spiritual needs, for sure. Spiritual needs meaning studying Torah. Elevate yourself in Torah. You know how I know? All our Torah built from rabbis. How do I know? They have two kinds of Torah. Torah shebechtav and Torah shebal peh. You know how you call it in English? A verbally Torah and written Torah. Written Torah is what? 24 books. The 5 books, and then Nevi'im, the prophet, and Ketuvot, 24 books. Verbally Torah, the rabbi's Torah, is what? The whole Shas, Mishnayot, Poskim, Shulchan Aruch, anything that we have. Why do we have to have the rabbis over there? Gentlemen, if you reading only the written Torah, the 5 books, and you will never know how to put tefillin, why not? It doesn't mention that tefillin is supposed to be square. How do you know that tefillin is supposed to be square? How do you know that the tefillin is supposed to be black? I'm sorry. Did you know how do you know that tefillin is supposed to be black? I love it blue. I want round and blue. How do you know which parchiyot, which parchment you have to have in the tefillin? How do you know that the tefillin that you put in the head and that? How do you know which parchment and where to put the mezuzah? The pasuk said, "Uchtavtam al mezuzah betecha." The Torah is not clarified and nothing. The Torah gives you general rules. You know who is the one that brings the rules down here? The rabbis. The question is why? Why God was not clear in the first times and told us everything details?
Lighting candles for Shabbat also.
100%. How do you know how many candles you have to light? Which age you have to light candles? How do you know that you have to light candles in the first place?
Explanation.
Everything come from the rabbis. So we definitely, spirituality-wise, spirituality levels, we need to go to the rabbis. Before you're going to get married, you're going to go into Chatan Vekala classes. What are you going to study it? By the rabbi and his wife. Mikveh, distance, and all the details. You're going to study how to eat kosher, what is not kosher. How many hours have to be distance between milk and meat. All these details, spirituality-wise, you have to have a rabbi. The question is why? Dr. Daniel, why God didn't give us the details by himself? Why everything have to be 2 rabbis? I'm giving you a hint, and the rabbi come to explain. Tefillin, now the rabbi explained 4 square, black, why?
Because it's a way to exercise your emunah. Hashem says that you
Beautiful.
trust.
One way is to exercise the emunah. Another way, listen to this explanation. I believe that Dr. Albert heard this explanation. David heard this explanation. Avram. Listen to the second explanation. It was once in 47. A person that has a suitcase. You know how you call this suitcase? James Bond. You know the one that, you know the old one? In Hebrew they call it James Bond suitcase. Now, the guy is holding James Bond. A policeman hold it. Everybody come to the police. What exactly is the problem? They have in that James Bond $10 million diamonds. It doesn't have to be a lot. 10 diamonds. $10 million diamonds. No names, no nothing. The policeman standing up in front of 47. Who this suitcase belong to? Why? Everybody's jumping. Any shayo, Captillo, Palagan. All the sharks, the whale, the sardine, everybody jumped. This one said, the police got dizziness. I don't understand, how many? This suitcase belonged only to one person. He went into the rabbi, saw the rabbi pass, he said, "What Rav, can you help me? How that I can know who this suitcase belongs? How do you know?" Come the rabbi said, "I'm going to tell you very simple. I'm the rabbi. I will tell you in 2 seconds. I'm here already 3 hours, I don't find solution. How can it? It's very simple. You see in James Bond, they have a code, number that you have to. Said the only one that this suitcase belongs to him is the one that knows the numbers. Ask who can open it. The one that opened it belongs to him. How do you know which Bible is Emet? We have the New Testimony, the Old Testimony, we have the Quran. How do you know which one is Emet? Each one of them claim that his Torah is Emet. Come, Bro Olam, and said, I give the code in the verbally ways. And the one that knows the code is the only one that this Torah belongs to. The rabbis, they know the code of Torah. They know the number. The safe deposit code. They can open the safe. And then, what a beautiful explanation. So spirituality, obvious, nobody argue that we need a rabbis. But the question is physically. What kind of business to do, what not business? What do we need a rabbis? So first of all, I have to tell you that rabbis do not steal our freedom. By us coming to ask him questions, it doesn't steal our freedom. When you have a tooth pain, a strong tooth pain, root canal, deep, and you need crown, and you need this, and you need brand new, and you need urgent. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do when you have a pain? So, Binyamin, what do you do? You call you? You call it Dr. Albert and Dr. Daniel. Now, what's the difference between Dr. Albert and Dr. Daniel? Dr. Daniel will start working right away, trying to avoid your pain, right away. He will make you sleep in 3 minutes, and after that it's going to start. Dr. Albert will start, because he's from Yale University. Perhaps I just have to explain you what I'm going to do to you, and how we're going to do it. Half an hour introduction, in order for you to understand, and this is your decision to make. And don't worry if you're going to say no, I'm not going to be upset. Don't. This is Dr. Daniel. Business is business. You came here. You need help. I'm coming to help you. Now, do you feel by asking the doctor and by trusting them that they took your freedom? Yes or no?
No.
Why not? Why not?
They're helping you.
You what?
Because he knows his stuff.
A, because he knows. And B, not only that he doesn't take your freedom, he's not using you, you're using him. You using his 7 or 10 years that he went to university, and the knowledge that he have, and the experience that he have, that he made 100 or maybe thousands of them. So you benefit from him. When you're coming in to ask a rabbi, the rabbi doesn't take your freedom. You take the rabbi freedom, the free time that the rabbi have. And you, what a beautiful analysis, huh? Dr. Albert, you love the analysis? Exactly the same. People think, I cannot ask. He's going to make decision. He's not making decision for you. You come to ask, he will tell you what to do. It's still your decision to make. You can agree, not agree, but at least you got advice. Advice from Torah. Advice of Siyata Dishmaya. You know why important is to ask a rabbi? I will tell you why. How many times, especially Israelis do not like to listen to no one. If you ever get married with Israelis, don't tell them what to do. Tell them what you want, if you want them to do something, you know you're working with Israelis. I do not want to go to a vacation, don't take me to a vacation, I don't need. Day later you got a vacation. You tell him, take me, he will never tell you. You're going to tell me to take me? Who are you to tell me? But I'm meaning to tell him not to take you, and purpose is going to do it. So Israelis, when they have GPS, Waze has been made by Israelis. That you ever saw Israeli listen to the Waze? Especially if you put the voice of a woman. She's talking to me. She's going to tell me to make right, and purpose is going to make right. I know the way, Israel. I know the shortcut. How many of us men in the room is exactly that? Not Israeli, Bukharian Israel. Shvachadik in general. How many of us is like this? I know the ways. The ways is going to tell me how to get to the synagogues. I know. 15 years I'm doing it. Now suddenly, באמת you're right. In the first 3 minutes, the ways told you to go straight, and straight is packed. And over there is empty, and you say, wow, thank God I didn't listen to these stupid machines. This technology, this... Later on, you get in. They have accident that in the beginning you didn't see. Then you got stuck with the accident. 3 hours, hatati, aviti, Why Waze know that is accident and you cannot see? Why? Can you ask me why? Can you answer why?
Sorry.
Why the Waze can see something that you... But I didn't see it. Can you answer why? Why? Because you see from this world, from down. Waze see from where? From the satellite. I went in, I believe it was Austria, Vienna. Right? Vienna, Austria. They have a beautiful Bukharian community, amazing restaurant, unreal, beautiful Jewish community. One of the things that you have to do in Vienna is to go into the palace of the king. One of the biggest kings in Europe was in Vienna. They have a palace with no end. You go in hours and hours, it never end. Only the garden over there can take you maybe 15 hours and you didn't finish. Only the garden, the backyard. Our backyard and the house take 1 minute walk. 7 hours or 10 hours and you cannot finish. But there was one place that I love. Which place? They call it the mice. You know the mice? The mice is a garden. In the garden they have a special garden with locked doors. And then you have to go inside and you have to find the way out. Because the tree is so high, so they call it the mice. Mice, right? Maze. The maze. Maze meaning you're going into Mavuch. In Hebrew they call it Mavuch. Mavuch meaning you're going in, beautiful. Now me, my wife, my children, we had a bet. Who's going to win? I said, don't worry not. I'm the winner. You know why? We know, I'm not supposed to teach you being a rabbi. How not to be honest, how to be smart. I went into the maze. 5 minutes later, I'm already out. Half an hour, they still looking, bumping into each other. What exactly I did that they didn't do? Now my wife, Yamana wife, she can smell, she can see good. No, it's not because I'm smarter. It's not because I'm taller. No, I'm not tall. I'm only 2 inches higher from my wife, and I feel so good about it. And every time she asks me to bring something, I said, can you move? Let the tall man to walk. And she looked at me, oh, only 2 inches. Why are you making big such a big thing? I said, 2 inches, but 2 inches above you. Baruch Hashem. It was good, Nadir. It was good. Baruch Hashem. Shlomo. Listen to this. You know why? Because in the maze, I said, right, in the maze, Dr. Albert, they had a tree. And the tree had a ways, the stairs, for people to be there. I made it. I said, excuse me. He said, yes. Can you tell me how to walk? Where is the way out? There was a child over there, 15 years old, a young guy. Nice. He said, no. I said, yes, I'm a rabbi. He said, don't worry, rabbi, I will let you. Make right, make left. And I'm looking at him and making right. But 3 minutes later, I'm out. And they came to me. They said, listen, how did you find the ways? 25 minutes, they're looking, they don't find. And I said, don't worry, I have a Holy Spirit. God talked to me. Borei Olam sent me messengers. And the messenger was so clear. You know what's the power of the rabbis? They are standing on the tree. They are the ways of our life. What you don't see, Waze see. Because the Waze use satellite. And satellite look from here. You are here, stuck here. You can see what you can see. But the rabbi is that child that stand up in that tree. He can see the whole maze and all the exit, but you cannot see. You see, no, rabbi, this is the right way. No. Aseh lecha rab. Make yourself a rabbi. You know why? Borei Olam gave siyata d'shmaya, a help of God for rabbis, real rabbis, a fear of God rabbis, to make the right decision for you.
Rabbi, how do you know which rabbi is the right?
How do you know?
Because
How do you know?
different rabbis, you get many different
Beautiful.
explanations.
So it's two rules. It's two rules. One rule is they said aseh lecha rav, not aseh lecha rabbanim. Meaning, most of us have 20 rabbis. Because of that, our life is confused. It's like asking, not this child, asking all the people over there how to go. This guy tell you why, the other guy. So not only they didn't help you, they even make you more confused. You cannot use Waze in the GPS, how do you call the other company? Google Maps. Either use Waze or either Google Maps. Many of us use both of them at the same time, but this guy tell you right, this one. Make yourself one rabbi. This is my rabbi. How do you know who is the rabbis? Many answer, but one thing I will tell you. Don't tell me, Rab Chaim, this our generation is not Rab Chaim, but many times we ask, who's your rabbi? Ah, my rabbi? Rabbi Hillel. Rabbi Hillel is also Mekubalim B'Yerushalayim. He is my rabbi. This Gadol Ador, this big rabbi from Israel. No. Your rabbi have to be a local rabbi. Not a rabbi that you ask a question once in a year. And you, no. He's a tzaddik, 100%. But he's not your rabbi. A rabbi is a person, is a rabbi, a local rabbi that know you, that you can open your heart completely, share everything with them, knowing that he will never use it against you. He will never spread the rumor about you. Let them decide for you, and you don't give him questions that you corner him, that you have no. Rabbi will trust your opinion. The rabbi have to be a merciful rabbi. The Lubavitcher Rebbe writes, a merciful, a kind rabbis, a modesty rabbis. But the most important is a fear of God rabbis. A rabbi that's not looking for your pockets. A rabbi that look at you like his own son, like his own daughters. If you find rabbis that care for you like a parents, you find the right rabbis. If you find a rabbis that do not make any mistakes in halacha, do not make averot, God forbid, then you find the right rabbis. A rabbi is a person that has to be close to you. Very close. Physically, emotionally, mentally. The answer that is going to give you, it will not give somebody else. Because that answer is because I know you. How many times people ask me questions and say, for you, I'm going to say that this woman is not good. For other people, she is amazing. But for you, knowing you and knowing your level of Judaism, you're not in the same levels. For you, decisions have to be made individual and not general rules. So when you're going in and ask, you have to trust. You have to believe in this answer. You have to believe it. Because what made the rabbi making right decision is your vessel to believe in it. But remember, that the difference between you and the rabbi is, A, the rabbi can see like a GPS from above what you cannot see. B, the rabbi have help of God that his decision will be right. One of the questions that has been asked, and until now I'm in shock that I answered this twice. And don't ask me how, because both of them is against my nature. And I answered with so much confidence, and I said, Borei Olam, you put the word. There was a woman that got married with a guy, and I told her, don't get married. She came out on a date, and I met the guy 2 minutes. I said, it's not good for you. No, I know it's good for me. 3 months later, they got divorced. So, Rabbi, how did you see it? How did you show it? I said, I didn't see it. It came from Borei Olam. Don't ask me how I saw it. I didn't see it. Borei Olam, usually I will never cancel any dates. Very rare for me to cancel. It was engagement. I said, it's not for you. I'm telling you it's not for you. Don't continue. She continued. I didn't say that she's going to divorce. I didn't open my mouth. Chaz v'shalom. I didn't ever wish. I will never wish anything bad. Happened to me. Second time is, one of our community came with his son. And the doctor came to him and said, his son is a young child. You have to make surgery to the head of your son. You have to, if not, your son is going to die. Your son is going to die. You know how frightening is when the doctor tells you the surgery is must do? He came and he asked me, I said, don't do the surgery. Don't listen to the doctor. They just want your money. Don't do the surgery. Not to do the surgery is putting that child in the risk. They did it with my father. You have to cut the leg. You have to cut. Today, you have to cut the legs when you had issues. Now, when my father said, okay, let's cut the legs, they had no room in the surgery room. The room was booked for 2 weeks. Suddenly, they have 2.5 weeks patient. Don't worry, nothing's going to... But yesterday you told me that if not, he might going to die because the leg, the blood is not... You know how many explanation? I said, do not listen to them. They want your money. Don't do the surgery. That child is still alive today. He's alive. It was maybe 8 years ago. 8 years later, he's alive. How did I know? I didn't know. That I know better from the doctor? No. But Siyata Dishmaya. You have a help of God. And number 3, you know why the rabbi is better for you? Because the rabbi is not biased. Any decision that you're going to make is biased. Nature. I cannot make decision for myself because I'm a bias. Because of that, I need a rabbi. Siyata Dishmaya, seeing from above. I need a rabbi. Why? Because I'm a bias. A minute that you're going out in a date and your heart is in the date, you cannot make decision anymore. I'm sorry. You're going to justify everything bad that this guy is doing. How many times you dating a cheap, stingy guy? The guy give $5 and he's like this, he's shaking. You need AKG, you open air condition because he spend you a breakfast for $5. And your parents tell you, he's a stingy, you're gonna suffer. Suddenly you say, no, he's not stingy. He's saving money. He's a saver. You know, he's so smart, he's so knowledgeable. He cares for our future. Breakfast will make a difference. How is going to look your future? Because he's a cheap guy that doesn't want to pay nothing. Now you can say, you know why? You are biased. You fell in love with him, your heart is in his hand, and you're going to justify everything, and vice versa, guys, exactly the same. They tell you that he's jealousy, she will make your life horrible. And what you know, she's not jealousy. She just wants us, she's a motivational. She wants us to move forward, to buy a house and to move forward. Gentlemen, ladies, we need someone that is outsider to make the right decision for us. Because we cannot make decision for ourselves. Not because we're not smart, not because we don't know the case, not because we don't understand in the business, because we are a bias. And the minute that you are biased, you cannot make a decision. How many times you saw pictures? I'm going to give you an example. You saw pictures, beautiful pictures. And in the pictures, they have a house. And in the house, they have curtains. And the curtains is a disgusting color. Not only that, the house is a little tint. It's not even straight. And the man, the nose is a little here. Now I'm going to ask you questions. The guy in the picture can see it? The guy inside of the picture can see all this deficiency? No, right? Who see it? Only the one that stand up outside of the pictures. And he can tell you inside of the picture you have to fix this. Why? Because he is outside. A minute that you ask, even your parents, they are biased. Most of the times. Not all the times. First of all, they're always going to be biased to your side. They're always going to be biased to you because you're the daughter. You're the son. They're always going to put you in the highest priority. No, my parents is decent. They are not decent. They cannot be decent. They're always going to choose your side. If you're going to tell your parents, the guy is looking for himself, even though that he's smart, intelligent, you kill them already. He's looking 25 years years old, still looking for himself. You hear your father already on the way. That's it. There's no date anymore. What exactly happened? He doesn't even meet the guy. Give him a chance. No, he's still looking for him. One word. You tell your parents he's a cheap man. He's not cheap. Everybody know him to be large. That's it. Rahmat Kona. He came from Navui. Or from Tashkent. Bukhara, I know. Our family doesn't match. Bukhara and Tashkent doesn't match. What exactly happened? Nothing. Your parents is biased. A rabbi is the only one that is not biased. A messenger of God, not biased. So the first advice that I will give you tonight, remember, is to choose a rabbi. To ask yourself, who is your rabbi? To ask your future spouse, who is your rabbi? Who is the person that you're going to consult when you have any difficult questions? Choosing a rabbi, knowing who is the rabbi, you can know who is the person. Is very, very important, especially in our generation. The generation that thinks that we are smart and knowledgeable. The generation that thinks that we know everything is to choose. To choose who's going to be the rabbis. Second advice, with this I'm going to conclude. What time is it? 9. Another 5 minutes. I will continue next week, I told you. This topic is a strong topic. Please, you have to make sure that next week, all your friends is going to come join. Because next week, I'm going to summarize what we spoke today in 5 minutes, and I'm going to give another 3 advice. One of the advice is to ask questions in a dream. I will teach you next week how to do it. You can ask questions and get answer from God while you're sleeping. Before you're going to sleep is a way to ask questions. Borei Olam, please give me clear answer. The guy that I'm going to have, Shalchori, Kalchori, or shower party, or party showers, how do you call it? Bridal shower, and all the showers that we need, that I'm doing right or wrong. That this is, you're going to get direct answer on the dreams. You have to have a rabbi to interpret it. Because the answer usually do not come clear. The answer come with pasuk. You're going to see a pasuk, you're going to wake up and say, what? I have a pasuk in my head. Pasuk meaning a verse from the Torah. You have to interpret the verse, if this is good or not. You see, the first one that had these questions, King Saul, Shaul HaMelech. Shaul HaMelech asked Borei Olam, God, to go to war or not? God did not respond. He asked the Kohen and the Urim V'Tumim. God did not respond. He asked the prophet. God did not respond. You know what he did? He asked in the dreams. God still didn't respond. God didn't want to respond. Asking in the dreams is something that I will teach you how to do it. This way you can get a clear answer. Borei Olam, I'm going tomorrow to open a business. Before I'm going to sleep tonight, I want to ask. I will teach you details how to do it. I want to ask if the business deal will go in or not. If the choice to make that this is my husband and wife is a good choice. And any obstacles in life. You see, it was a man that asked questions. When exactly Mashiach is going to come? Listen to the pasuk that he had. Mishael, Yatzpan, Vesitra. Listen to the explanation of this pasuk. Mishael meaning, Mishal, who asked. Yatzpan meaning, Davar Tzafun. You remember in Pesach Tzafun? What is Tzafun? Hidden. This item is hidden. Why do you ask him such questions? The pasuk came to him in a dream and said, do not ask questions and topic that... It was a guy that asked to get married with this woman or not. Now listen to this. To get married with this woman or not? Fair question, right? How many of us will pay any money to get the answer? He went to sleep, he made She'elat Chalom. She'elat Chalom meaning, a minute before he went, is a way to prepare yourself. Is a way to, come ready. God doesn't answer every person that will ask. You have to come ready with fasting. I will give you all the details, how to do it. He went to sleep, Dr. Daniel, and he asked to get married with this woman or not. Daniel, listen to the answer. What's your name? Joshua. Joshua, right? Joshua, listen to the answer. The answer that came a pasuk. אחות לוטן תמנע. אחות לוטן תמנע. Timna is the sister of Lutam, right? Simple. How did you connect it to him? Very simple. The brother name of this woman, her brother name was Lutan. Her brother name was Lutan. What did the pasuk say? The sister of Lutan reject. Timna meaning timana. Timana, don't do. Clear answer. He got a pasuk, he said, don't do it. He got up. The sister of Lutan. I mean, you know, her brother is Lutan. He said, what the pasuk? The sister of Lutan? Do not do. Unreal, I mean, I will tell you. Do you know, this is for the professors and the one that came from here in Princeton. Do you know when exactly they decide how to do the sewing? You remember the sewing machine? I mean, ladies today, they only see it in the movies from the 50s. Today, who is doing the sewing anymore? There was a time that our mother, we didn't have a Musnake, Nakash, Makash, Canada Ghost, Canada this, Canada Balagan. No, we had simple clothing and our mothers. Now, this guy, his name is Elias Kasus. He's a guy. He came in and he said, how did I know where to put the hole? You know the hole that you have in the machat? In the needles? He said, I had a question for 1 week. And in the dream, they showed me the needles and they showed me where to put the hole. And until now, we're using this hole and this needle because of a dream. Another one. Friedrich August. You know Professor Friedrich August? The one that discovered the gasoline. The gasoline that we do that we use in the car. The name of the professor is Professor Friedrich August. He said like this, you know how I know that this gasoline can be used? If you combine few items, it can be used. I saw it when I went to sleep. They show me all the process. And I repeat the process, and because of that, 95% of the world, except the one that drive in Tesla, still using the dreams of Friedrich August. You see, next, Rabbi Yaakov Korvin. Rabbi Yaakov Korvin have a good book, a whole book. And the name of the book is She'elot V'Tshuvot Min HaShamayim. Questions and answer from God. And the whole book is show you question that he had and the answer. And all the answer. The whole books. Tosfot Yom Tov, one of the biggest rabbis, made the questions to know why so many Jews die in Ukraine. You remember in Ukraine that killed a few hundred, we spoke about it last time? He asked the questions. Many rabbis until today, not many rabbis know how to do it, doing She'elat Chalom. So the two things that we spoke today, the first one is, make yourself a rabbi. And the second one, I will teach you B'ezrat Hashem detail-wise next week, how to ask questions before you go into sleep at night, and how to wake up with answer. And if this is not good enough, next week we're going to speak about. I will teach each one of you how to open a book, Chumash, in your home, and I'm going to show you details, how to get direct answer from the Torah, or how to go to yeshiva, random yeshiva. You're going out on a date and you want to know to get married or not. You can go to yeshiva and take boys in the age of, no, this is too old. I'm talking about maybe 5 years old, 4 years old, and tell the boy, excuse me, can you tell me what's the pasuk that's coming into your eye? Give me pasuk. The first pasuk that is going to take out from his mouth, give them after the $10, $5, $10, give them candy or something. The first pasuk that's going to come, this is your answer for the question that you can ask. Aman Rasha came to kill the Jews. We are a few weeks away from Purim. And Aman Rasha went into yeshiva. And he asked 3 children, Give me pasuk. And 3 of them, some said that Haman asked, some said Mordechai asked. And 3 of them gave answers. The Jewish nation, you have nothing to be afraid. Borei Olam is on your side. You know what exactly happened? Mordechai, a minute that they have a decree to kill all the Jews, what Mordechai is doing? He's on the street. Why are you happy? The Jewish nation is, I know, the rabbi lost it. They need a psychology. Why is happy? And Mordechai told them, I asked 3 children, and they gave me the answer from God. The 4 or 5 ways to get direct answer from God. First of all, to pray to Hashem. It's the best way. To pray to Hashem, I'm going to speak about it. Second, make yourself a rabbi. Number 3, before you go into ask to sleep, you ask in a dream. Number 4, to open the books. And number 5, to ask a child. Next week, hopefully, by Zrat Hashem, we're going to finish the other 3 that we didn't do today. My name is Rabbi Asher Vaknin, and I approve this. Thank you.